Welcome to Penn News Now for April 16th. I'm Darius Wilson. Penn Honor Society Alpha Lambda Delta hosted their 10th annual basketball game on April 4th. WPNN's John Provention was able to get on the court and into the game.
Alpha Lambda Delta held their 10th annual basketball game, which mixed students, faculty, and staff on two separate teams and pitted them against each other for a fun-filled ball game.
It's all fun and games, so we try to not foul too much, but Levi and Luke try to get stuff started to see what they can get going on, and it's just fun to be involved in. Like in a regular basketball game, you would never get to mess around like that.
There were some specific rules that had to be implemented to make sure the game was fun, clean, and that everyone had a chance to play.
People who play basketball have to take it easy, and then there's always has to be two girls out on the court at all times, just to make it fair. It is harder to get some of the girls to play. I think it turned out pretty well this year. I was really nervous to see if people would actually show up for the game, because we've had it where people haven't showed up before, but I think these teams worked out pretty well this year.
Student involvement for this event has been difficult in the past, but thanks to proper planning, the turnout was a success.
It's a little hard to get student involvement, but we put up a lot of posters and in the announcements, and then this year we really went around to people and asked them, hey, do you want to be involved in this? And we got a lot of students that have never played in it before, and they actually had a lot of fun, and they're willing to do it again.
For Penn News Now, I'm John Provention.
Both blue and yellow teams played a competitive game and were able to have a fun time. After tallying 3 consecutive victories, Penn's women's golf team moved up 1 spot in the national rankings. The Lady Statesmen currently hold the 22nd ranking, just 1 spot behind their old school record of 21st, which was set last week. The golf team takes on Iowa Wesleyan April 24th at Commencement Park here in Oskaloosa. After their impressive performance in the national tournament, the men's basketball team wasted no time getting back to action for the postseason. Winter is finally over, which means college basketball has come to an end. Your Penn Statesmen, however, has started their postseason earlier than usual. After their strong run to the Elite Eight, the men's basketball team wasted no time getting back to work, preparing for the next season. With the help of the strength and conditioning coaches here on campus, the postseason will be filled with conditioning on the packed turf and intense lifting in the weight room. While on play days, Coach John Henry divides the groups into teams for their own inter-team scrimmaging. Conditioning on the turf will include core development, sit-ups, pushing sleds, and lunges, all with additional weights. Watching them will be Coach Henry, giving them support and motivation. Their schedule consists of lifting in the weight room on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and play days on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Conditioning on the turf will occur once every week. With only 1 senior graduating, the Statesmen will be returning everyone from their past season, including Shane Bozick and Marlon Maxey.
It's cool. We're back on a regular workout schedule with all the guys. Weight room 3 times a week, turf 1 time a week, and then we hoop every other day, Tuesday, Thursday. So it's good to be back in the flow of a schedule.
I feel like spring ball is very hard. It's tough right now for us to work out. It's a chance for us to get better, basically. So every day I just try to come here and work hard.
The spring postseason will continue through April and will end early May, giving the Statesmen an early jump on the summer. For Penn News Now, I'm Darius Wilson. With only 1 senior graduating, Coach John Henry will be focusing primarily on work ethic this spring training. Freshman Cornelius McCassell has beaten his own high jump record for the 2nd week in a row. After jumping an impressive 6 feet and 9 inches, McCassell not only walked away with 1st place, but also moves up to the 2nd in the NAIA national rankings. The freshman will have the chance to set another personal record tomorrow, April 17th, at the 2nd annual Statesman Relays held at Lacey Complex. This past Saturday, the Penn Activity Center was filled with smiling faces as Special Olympic athletes were able to participate in many different events with their friends and family watching.
For the 5th year in a row, Oskaloosa held the Southeast Area Spring Special Olympics in the PAC with over 200 guests. The athletes were able to participate in their chosen events with the guidance of their coach.
They go to their practices and they train or they indicate an interest in a sport, and then the coach works with them to make sure that they can successfully participate in that sport, and then the coach may steer them a little bit towards appropriate ability level events, but mainly we want the athletes to choose which events and which sports they want to participate in. The athletic ability of our athletes never ceases to amaze me.
Events that were featured this weekend included a softball throw, long jump, the shot put, and the turbo jav, along with a few others. Throughout the day, all of the athletes were awarded as each group finished a given event.
First place, Brittany Shepard. Colin Kleitman. First place, Dakota Hamilton.
To wind down from the sports action, athletes joined with one another for a little dancing. It's not only the athletes that get enjoyment out of the day.
Being able to provide sports training and competition for individuals with intellectual disabilities who wouldn't normally have the opportunity through regular sports programming to enjoy the sports that they're passionate about is what motivates me to do this.
It's just exciting to see the excitement that they have, and like every little thing, it makes you realize you can't take things for granted.
For WPNN, I'm Michaela Georgievich.
Participants and volunteers were pleased with the outcome of the games and are hoping to get back next year to continue with the event. Professor Bob Morris and his daughter Lyric were trying to bring back an old family tradition when they set out to make a lamb cake 2 Christmases ago. What they didn't know was that this February their cake was going to go viral.
The cake wanted to fall apart. We ended up with something that was held together with a multitude of toothpicks and other devices. We were using frosting as glue, trying to keep it in one piece. She tried to be creative with some gel frosting and other things around the eyes. We ended up with what really was basically a pretty ugly cake.
At first, their cake was only on Facebook with another picture of a professional lamb cake and the words "nailed it," until a friend of Lyric decided that she was going to put that image on Reddit. That is, when the image really took off. The cake was then used on some Pinterest compilations, blogs, and even reposted by George Takei, an actor known for his role on Star Trek. However, even with their failed attempt of their first lamb cake, Professor Morris and his daughter will be trying to make another lamb cake this Sunday for Easter. Blue Zone's kickoff was held at the Oskaloosa High School Gymnasium Monday night. Speakers were present to inform Oskaloosa businesses and residents about living healthier.
The Blue Zones Project is a well-being initiative that Oskaloosa was selected as one of 10 demonstration communities for. So over the course of the next 15 months, we will be doing everything we can to affect and increase the entire community's well-being.
The Blue Zone Kickoff, which took about 3 months to plan, had approximately 700 community members and businesses show up to enjoy food, entertainment, and of course, become informed. Mentors in Violence Prevention, or MVP, focuses on an innovative bystander model that empowers each student to take an active role in promoting a positive school environment. The program wants to show men and women how to be empowered bystanders who can confront abusive peers and support those who are abused. On April 10th, William Penn counselor Ty Smith held an MVP training to bring awareness to the campus. If you are unable to attend this training and would like to learn more about MVP, go to the creator of the program's website at www.jacksoncats.com. With finals around the corner, students are looking for guidance to help them finish off the semester. WPNN's Taylor Reed found just the man for the job.
The Academic Resource Center, also known as the ARC, is a useful tool for students who may be having difficulties with their schoolwork. The ARC provides computers, silence, and most importantly, tutors. A community volunteer was recently recognized and awarded as Tutor of the Year.
Steve Lowenberg turned up 2 years ago and just started volunteering. So he volunteered a few days a week last year, and that's turned into 5 days a week this year. We've come to depend on him to work with some of our students.
Steve Lowenberg says he was not expecting the award and is just happy to help students in need.
I wish I'd had someone who would have come alongside and said, can I help you? There are some students that I have met with weekly, if not daily, to help them get caught up with their assignments. That has been enjoyable. That has been enjoyable. It's just helping students find success.
Also receiving an award for Tutor of the Year was William Penn student Jimmy Lewis. Lowenberg, however, broke the mold by winning the award as a volunteer.
Typically it is a student tutor, but Steve is special. So this year we nominated him.
Steve Lowenberg taught at Oskaloosa High School for 33 years before retiring in 2009. He later decided to volunteer his time in the William Penn ARC. For WPNN, I'm Taylor Reed.
The ARC is open for all William Penn students in need of assistance. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Before graduation, undergraduate students are required to complete and present a project for their specific program. This is an opportunity for seniors to display their skills and knowledge they have obtained throughout their years at Penn.
I'm working on a graphic novel, or trying to. I don't think it's going to be the length of it, so it'll probably be like a graphic book, like a mini book. I'm really, really enjoying the places where the graphic novel is pushing me, because I'm having to loosen up and not be so perfect with it, because that was the whole point of it, is to try and make it raw, make it look like it's maybe still underdeveloped. And that's what I am forcing myself to do.
The types of projects required of students vary greatly between their majors.
I'm testing the effects of liquid ibuprofen in, I'm putting liquid ibuprofen in the water that frogs are in, and I'm going to look at their kidneys and livers. I wanted to see if there's any kind of backlash of taking ibuprofen every day. All the practicum students for, I think, biology and psychology will present at the same time, and it just presenting our findings, our results, our introduction of the paper.
With graduation only a few weeks away, seniors are hard at work to complete their final projects and make the much anticipated walk across the big stage. William Penn announced this year's commencement speaker this past Sunday. The speaker chosen will be 1970 graduate Bill Kimball. He is a partner in Kimball Porter Investments, as well as being on the board of dictators for Principal Mutual Funds and Casey General Stores, Incorporated. Kimball has also served on William Penn University's Board of Trustees for 26 years. The 2014 commencement will take place on Saturday, May 10th. The doors will open at 8 a.m. and the ceremony will begin at 10 p.m. Thank you for watching WPNN for the week of April 16th, 2014. From all of us here, we hope you have a wonderful weekend. Tune in on May 5th for the next WPNN broadcast for what's happening here on the William Penn campus in the Oskaloosa community.